Okay, so we're moving into fractions. But before we begin fractions, we're going to start with what do you know? What do you remember from last year? What do you remember from third grade? What do you just know about fractions? Okay, so we're going to start with the number of shaded parts. So what are the number of shaded parts? Then you're going to look at the number of total parts. And then tell me what the fraction is. Number 2, number of shaded parts. Then number of total parts. And then tell me what the fraction is. Okay, add and subtract fractions. Okay, we're going to write the sum or difference in simplest form. So if you remember how to reduce fractions, you should have learned that last year. But if you don't remember, that's fine. Just tell me what you think it is, okay? So you're going to add fractions. 3/6 plus 1/6. And I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to let you see what you remember. 3/6 plus 1/6. Next one is 4/10 plus 1/10. Number 5 is 7/8 minus 3/8. 6 is 9/12 minus 2/12. Okay, the next says equivalent fractions. Write an equivalent fraction. 3/4. Give me a fraction that's equivalent to 3/4. Okay, 9/15. Give me a fraction equivalent to 9/15. 24/40. Give me a fraction that's equivalent to 24/40. And the last one, 5/7. Give me an equivalent fraction that is equal to 5/7. All right. Now, over on the back, I've kind of already done that for you just because it's so broad and so vague. It didn't make much sense. Okay, it says use the checked words to complete the H diagram. So add and subtract fractions with equal denominators. Add and subtract fractions with unequal denominators. Well, they both need denominators. With unequal, we have to have a common multiple, which is a common denominator in equivalent fractions. They have in common, they have the numerator, simplest form, sum, and difference. This I'm not so worried about, okay? This we will discuss and go over throughout the week. So we're not worried about that. But what I want you to look at is this draw a line to match the word with its definition. Well, look at the first definition. A word that is made up of a whole number and a fraction. A number that is made up of a whole number and a fraction. Is it a common multiple, a benchmark, simplest form, mixed number, common denominator, or equivalent fraction? The second one, a number that is a multiple of 2 or more numbers. Is that a common multiple, benchmark, simplest form, mixed number, common denominator, or equivalent fraction? The third one says a common multiple of 2 or more denominators. Is that a common multiple, benchmark, simplest form, mixed number, common denominator, equivalent fraction? The next one says the form of a fraction in which the numerator and denominator have only 1 as their common factor. Is that a common multiple, benchmark, simplest form, mixed number, common denominator, or equivalent fraction? Okay, a familiar number used as a point of reference. Is that a common multiple, a benchmark, simplest form, mixed number, common denominator, or equivalent fraction? And the last one, fractions that name the same amount or part. Is it a common multiple, a benchmark, simplest form, mixed number, common denominator, or equivalent fraction? Okay, again, I want you to just kind of just do your best on that, but I didn't want you to worry about a grade, okay? This is just seeing what you know, all right? Tomorrow you will have more notes. And, well, actually, today you will have more notes. So at probably 9 o'clock, the notes will drop onto Google Classroom. for you to complete. Please make sure you copy the notes into your journal.